This is day 2 of the young Dolph trial. Man, rest in peace to Dolph. You already know what it is. It's messed up how they be doing young brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always us. We always doing it to ourselves. But rest in peace to Dolph. I know for sure, I gotta get the music going on in the background, so we can have some, like, I guess that gives it the vibe. We can go ahead and hop on in there. How you doing? Let me know if you want me to send you a link. You can come on up, put up. So let me see. Let's get
Alex Coleman. We have a lot to cover, but first, day 2 in the murder trial of Hernandez Govan got underway at the Criminal Justice Center. WREG's Jarita Patterson takes us inside the courtroom where there was yet another round of witnesses who took the stand.
Day 2 of the trial for Hernandez Govan focused on a woman who said she was the girlfriend of one of the admitted gunmen, Cornelius Smith. After taking to the stand, she began swaying in her chair as she told the court after receiving a call from Smith, she picked him up at a Whitehaven apartment complex. Prosecutors showed surveillance photos. The help she offered did not end there. The witness actually telling the court,
Sheesh. She didn't know she had cameras on her property or something? Like, why would you be doing all that and you have cameras on the apartment complexes? Like, who is really the mastermind of this? Like, who put this together?
she drove Cornelius Smith to meet up with Govan following the shooting. Take a listen.
Govan got out of the car and they walked to the back and they was talking. I didn't hear the conversation because I was in my car.
That meetup, she says, was at a car wash along Lamar Avenue. She, along with Cornelius Smith, who was also shot during that attack on young Dolph as he was hit in the shoulder, eventually made their way to Smith's father's home.
He changed clothes and he went in the bathroom. I was sitting in his bedroom and he passed out. And I got him up off the floor.
Smith was later taken into custody at a time when the witness was unable to help any further. She also told the court.
I didn't realize he had got locked up until the next day because I was stranded at work. He was in my car. He had my phone, so I had no way of calling him or anything.
An hour later, she was off the stand as a brief recess was taken. Reporting for your news leader at the Criminal Justice Center, Jarita Patterson, WREG. News Channel 3.
And we do want to let you know the trial is expected to continue tomorrow morning at 9:30. We will, of course, be in the courtroom bringing you.
Man, I didn't even think she was on the stand. I thought it was the co-defendants. They got everybody telling on this man. Here go another joint. Let's see what this one.
Happening now, day 2 in the murder trial of the man accused of being the mastermind in the death of rapper Young Dolph. Prosecutors say 45-year-old Hernandez Govan was the solicitor recruiting the two men who shot and killed Dolph at a Memphis cookie shop. They say he acted as a go-between between the man who ultimately ordered that hit, Anthony Big Joke Mills, part of a rival record label. WRG's Shay Arthur has been following this case very closely. She's live now at the Criminal Justice Center to explain what's going on. Shay, fill us in.
So now the police have all this information. Got Big Joke involved. 2 other people. Like, why are all these people involved trying to kill Dolph? Like, rest in peace to Dolph, man. They did that man dirty at that cookie shop just because he was out there talking shit on records. I mean, he was killing them. And now these people know about it. So let's see what these people, what do they got?
Hey, Greg, things are done for the day. Jury excused just about 15 minutes ago, but a big part of the day earlier this afternoon was testimony from the girlfriend of a man who says he shot and killed young Dolph. She says Govan was her boyfriend's link to Big Joke. First to take the stand Tuesday, Angela Arnold. Per court order, we cannot show her face on camera. She's the girlfriend of Cornelius Smith. Smith, who has been cooperating with the prosecution, testified he was one of the men recruited by Hernandez Govan to carry out the death of young Dolph back in 2021. A hit prosecutors say held a $100,000 bounty, ultimately ordered by Big Jook from rival record label CMG. About 2.5 years after Dolph's death, Jook himself was also shot and killed. Arnold was asked.
They got the full picture. They're putting everything together. Yep. So now people saying like, now that Jook is dead, who is Yo Gotti's brother? In case you didn't know, Big Jook is Yo Gotti brother, and they both is part of that record label. Long live Dolph though.
About communication surrounding the murder for hire plot.
If he communicated at all with Big Jook, how did he do that?
He said he would talk to Govan, send a message through him.
She also testified she saw Govan at a car wash hours after young Dolph's death. When Smith picked up a cell phone from Govan he had left in the white Mercedes used in the murder. Then, weeks after the murder, in December, she says Smith told her he ran into Govan when he was in South Memphis trying to get pills.
And Govan was like, I've been looking for you. You good? You all right? And he said, yeah, I'm good. He said, Govan was like, I don't know what you done heard, but I ain't said nothing, but we gonna get this money.
In a cross-examination, Govan's attorney questioned her sometimes varying account of events to detectives. She also admitted Smith has a history of lying to her. Another witness the jury heard from was Sergeant Terrence Dabney. Now retired, he was the lead investigator at the time of the case. He talked about finding the white Mercedes used in Dolph's death at an abandoned home across the street from Govan's house, where Govan can be seen.
Oh yeah, just they're not gonna check across the street. Let's just drop the car there. Come on, man. Like, tell me they're gonna get this money. Did they even get the bread first? They ain't, like, how did they know there was even money there? Like, they don't be thinking the plan all the way through. And one dude is a pill head. And so it's like, this jump was bound to fall apart. From the start. But you see what they got on their ear, right? That's all they be thinking about, that bread.
Govan's house, where Govan can be seen in images with the second now convicted killer of young Dolph, Justin Johnson. But Govan's attorney asked him if those involved in the case repeatedly told them Big Jook was the motivator behind the killing, why wasn't he ever questioned?
But clearly, Jook was a suspect in this case. Yes. But he was never followed up with at all by Memphis Police Department at any point in this investigation, even though he died 2.5 years later.
Greg will have more on that testimony later on tonight on the news at 6 o'clock. Court set to resume tomorrow morning. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
Man. See, man, people be so money hungry that they don't think about the consequences. Like, are we ready to do all this time if we get caught over what? 100,000 divided by 3? You do the math. Like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? How long you think that money gonna last? See, we never had a lump sum of money. You know, if it's not coming in continuously, constantly, that junk gonna go. So what you was gonna buy with it? Were you gonna buy property? No, you can't buy property. They're gonna ask you where you got the money from. You gonna buy cars? All right, well, it's a depreciating asset, but that's that hood mentality. You just want to get your hands on a lump sum of money, but don't know how to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we got something on day one, though. Day one of the trial. Because that was day 2. I heard day 1, they was telling like, and that's the thing. They get involved with people. They go, how you going to recruit somebody for a hit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to recruit somebody to go and hit the biggest rapper Memphis has ever known. That don't make sense. But you know, when cats be money hungry, they'll do anything. Eventually, they was gonna turn on each other. That's what was gonna happen. But you know, they didn't even get that far. They didn't even get the bread. They didn't even get the bread. Let me see. Dang, this junk like 7 hours. Nobody's watching that. 5. Man, they had that man up there for 6 hours snitching. That is wild. And when it goes down, they gonna tell. Every time. Every time. It's always. Oh, here we go.
The trial for Hernandez Govan, the man accused of masterminding the murder of rapper Young Dolph,
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The trial for Hernandez Govan, the man accused of masterminding the murder of rapper Young Dolph, begins tomorrow morning. Govan is the final suspect standing trial in this high-profile case. ABC 24's Shakina Davis has more on what to expect on the day of the trial. Shakina?
Man, they got them boys in HD. You can't say it's not you when they got you like that.
Lauren, Monday will likely focus entirely on jury selection, and the process could take up to 2 days due to the high-profile nature of this case.
Jury selection, we're just picking who the referees for the game will be.
The case dates back to November 2021 when Memphis rapper Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., also known as Young Dolph, was shot and killed inside Makita's Cookies on Airways Boulevard. One of the men convicted in the killing testified that Hernandez Govan planned the hit. Local attorney Michael Working says jury selection can take 2 days depending on how the court vets potential jurors.
Whether jurors have been given questionnaires in advance or whether they're learning out who the jurors are for the first time right there in the courtroom.
He says jurors in high-profile cases like this are often blocked from outside influence.
Look at Buddy's face, man. He just got that stupid look on his face. And then just go in. You're fried, bud. You're fried. All right. Throw it all away for what? For what? Rest in peace to Dolph. You know, when you get money in the hood, you got haters. Dolph had plenty of haters. And man, he rubbed it in their faces. He rubbed it in their faces, man. But you know, when you got a purpose, you ain't scared to walk in your purpose. And that's what Dolph did. He walked in his purpose. His purpose was to bring that heat. Talk that on that track, you know what I'm talking about? But they couldn't take it, you know. They wasn't as talented as he was. They couldn't beat him lyrically. So they tried to actually come and take his flesh from him, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't take his title of the best in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? they couldn't come after that. They see him riding around in that vet. They hating, man. They hating. So they putting out hits, trying to take him off the map. You know what I'm saying? And then he released a song, 100 Shots. How you release a whole 100 shots. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I be. When you getting it, you gonna have haters. When you successful, you gonna have haters. They say don't go back to where you from because they can't see you. They can't see the new version of you. They want to keep you confined in that box. And when you escape, escape the way Dolph escaped. Got properties all over the jump. His name ringing all through the city. You see his car going up and down the highway. They go, oh, that's Dolph, that's Dolph, that's Dolph. Man, that's probably eating them folks alive. Eating at them. They couldn't sleep. Look, can't even be intimate with his bra. Cause all they thinking is Dolph, Dolph, Dolph. And all Dolph thinking is getting his money, talking about it on tracks. Got the whole world on it. The whole world know Dolph name. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's into this trap music, they already know Dolph's come up. They know how he wanted to stay independent. They know how he wasn't even tripping on a record label. He wasn't tripping on the bread. He always said that he was a hustler. He was getting bread. It was nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? So then you got these people who hating and trying from the jump street. They was trying to recruit Dolph. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my business to be all, but these are facts. You know what I'm saying? And the kind of music that they was making back and forth, Dolph had a feel for that trap music, but it had a motivational vibe to it. So he actually motivating his haters. He's telling these men, it's like, yo, you gotta come harder. You gotta come harder. But they can't. They got a whole squad, a whole record label, but can't none of them touch them. Like, that's got to hurt. It's really got to hurt, man. Rest in peace. Long live Dolph. That is crazy. One of the greatest to ever do it from Memphis. The king, man. But it's sad that we don't get to see how that would have played out.
The referees for the game will be.
My fault. We don't get to see how that would have played out because they tarnished his legacy with death, man. Like, they was trying to shoot at him the whole time. He got shot. We don't know who shot him, but come on, man. Come on, man. And that's how they do the stars, man. That's how they do the stars. But this time, it's not a conspiracy. You feel me? It's not like when Pac got hit, we don't really know. Nip got hit. Some people say that's not what happened. Some people say, like, he was just a fall guy. They say the same thing for Dolph sometimes. They say he was making too much money. But nah. We see his hate. It was just hate. Saying it was just big joke. Investigators saying they got it all lined up. They have everything put together. All of that hatred for Dolph over some music. Over some music. That's how powerful music is. You know what I'm saying? That's why they won't make positive stuff mainstream. If music can make a man set out a hit, if they making that much money, that they so jealous that Dolph won't even come and sign with them, that they will put out a hit. What if we all just came together? Like, that's what Pac was saying. That's what Pimp C was saying. We gotta come together and get this money. Get this money, man. Ain't no point of losing talented people like this. We gotta get this money. We gotta live like prosperously. That's what we in it for. Because even in death, they still trying to eat off of Dolph. They still running all this news stuff. These newscasters don't care. They don't know nothing about no Dolph. But, hey, if it gets plays, they get paid. And that's how they're going to run it. Dolph had put the blueprint together. staying independent. Nipsey had put the blueprint together, cutting out the middleman. Man, focus on the message. Focus on the message. Yeah, we be losing them before they time, but they came here for a purpose. You know what I'm talking about? Their purpose was to put us on the game. So long live Dolph, man. That man, hold on. Let me see how many houses. See if I can pull up that. And it, man, hold on, man. It says that. Let me see. Oh, some other dude named Dolph. That's weird. Man, it says that Dolph was known for more than just the music. He built a significant real estate portfolio, primarily in Memphis, owning over 100 properties. Cuz when you got over 100 properties before his death at the age of 36, come on, man. Man, if they ain't take that from that man, he would have been 100 properties at 36, man. Young black man from Memphis. Come on, man. That'd have been epic, man. It's still epic, but it's like it's a tragedy at the same time. Man, I'm about to end the live. I need some water. I'm dehydrated. All this rapping. But dang. Long live Dolph, man. Y'all get to the money. Like Dolph always said. Get that paper, man. If you don't work, use a leech. You better be grinding or something, hustling. Sitting around here doing nothing on these internets. Come on, man. We bigger, we better than that. We better than that. Long live Dolph. Matter of fact, I'm about to come right back. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I still might make a beat real quick. I'm just like inspired. All right, man. Y'all be easy, though.